Hello, Golden State Warriors fan. We're back with an exclusive video bringing you the latest updates. First of all, subscribe to the channel and like the video. It's crucial for you to stay informed with the news daily. Without further ado, let's get to the news. The NBA world just got hit with a thunderbolt that no one saw coming. Jaylen Brown, the heart and soul of the Boston Celtics, is leaving the team to join the Golden State Warriors. That's right, folks, the same Jaylen who carried Boston through countless playoff wars, who stood shoulder to shoulder with Jason Tatum as one of the most dynamic duos in the league, has decided it's time for a new chapter. According to sources close to the situation, the move came after weeks of quiet discussions behind the scenes, with the Warriors making a strong push to bring Brown to the Bay. Fans in Boston are still in shock, trying to wrap their heads around how their all-star, their finals MVP candidate, just walked out the door. And if you think this is just a trade for numbers, think again. This is about legacy, ambition, and a player who wants more than just Eastern Conference dominance. Jaylen Brown is heading west, and the entire NBA just got flipped upside down. Behind the scenes, whispers suggest that Jaylen had been feeling uneasy in Boston for quite some time. Despite his max contract extension and his role as a franchise cornerstone, sources say he never quite felt the love he deserved. Not from management, not from the fans, and maybe not even from his own locker room. Some insiders claim he grew tired of living in Tatum's shadow, always being labeled the other guy, even when his performances matched or surpassed his teammates. The Warriors, on the other hand, offered something Boston never truly could: freedom, respect, and a system built on trust. Steve Kerr's style, that flowing ball movement and team-first mentality, reportedly fits exactly what Brown's been craving. And let's be real, the thought of Jaylen suiting up alongside Stephen Curry, Klay Thompson, and Draymond Green is enough to make any NBA fan's jaw drop. Now, the question everyone's asking: how did this happen so suddenly? Well, from what's being whispered around the league, this move didn't come out of nowhere. Talks reportedly started quietly during the offseason, when the Warriors made it clear they were looking for a fresh injection of star power to reignite their dynasty. After missing out on several high-profile free agents, they shifted their focus to a blockbuster trade. And when Boston's front office hesitated on some long-term roster decisions, Golden State saw an opening. Word is Jaylen's agent had been in discreet contact with the Warriors camp for weeks, exploring the possibility of a deal that would send shockwaves through the league. The pieces lined up perfectly: Brown's desire for a new challenge, the Warriors' hunger for another ring, and a Celtics management team perhaps too confident that their star would stay loyal forever. Boston fans are absolutely losing it. Social media exploded within minutes of the news breaking. Fans burning jerseys, others begging him to reconsider, and some even calling this the biggest betrayal since Kevin Durant left Oklahoma City. But others are more sympathetic, saying Brown deserves to chase greatness on his own terms. Let's not forget, this is a player who's given everything to the city of Boston: blood, sweat, tears, and elite-level consistency. Maybe this is his time to step into the spotlight, not as Tatum's co-star, but as a franchise leader in his own right. The Bay Area fans are already celebrating, calling him the missing piece. Warriors supporters see this as the rebirth of the dynasty, a final push before Curry rides off into the sunset. And honestly, can you blame them? This could be monumental. But what does this mean for the Celtics moving forward? Losing Jaylen Brown is not just losing a scorer. It's losing the team's emotional core. His energy, his defense, his drive. Those are things you can't just replace overnight. Tatum now stands alone as the face of the franchise, and the pressure on him just tripled. The front office will have to scramble to find balance, maybe even look for a trade of their own. Some analysts are saying this could signal the end of Boston's recent era of dominance. Without Brown, that fierce two-way identity the Celtics were known for might crumble. Meanwhile, the Eastern Conference just opened up, with teams like Milwaukee and New York ready to pounce. It's chaos, it's drama, and it's everything NBA fans live for. Still, something about this move feels deeper than basketball. Jaylen Brown has always been more than an athlete, an intellectual, a community leader, a man who stands for something. Maybe this move isn't just about rings or minutes or touches. Maybe it's about finding a place where his voice matters, where he can grow both on and off the court. In Golden State, he joins a franchise that values individuality, creativity, and intelligence. It's the perfect storm, a thinker joining a team built on movement and vision. This could be more than just a trade. It could be the start of something revolutionary. And if that's the case, buckle up. The NBA is about to get wild. As the dust settles, everyone's asking the same thing. What's next for the Golden State Warriors now that Jaylen Brown is officially in the mix? Sources close to the organization describe an atmosphere of pure electricity. Training camp reportedly turned into a highlight reel, with Brown already clicking with Curry in scrimmages. Insiders say the chemistry is unreal. Fast passes, constant motion, and that signature Warriors spacing creating endless opportunities. For Steve Kerr, this isn't just another signing. It's a rejuvenation. The Warriors have been struggling to find that same magic since Kevin Durant's departure. And now, with Brown's athleticism and two-way skill set, the puzzle pieces finally seem to fit again. Draymond's leadership, Klay's shooting, Curry's genius. Add Brown's power and intensity, and you've got a team ready to rewrite history. Reports out of Boston paint a very different picture. The Celtics locker room is said to be tense, almost eerily quiet. Tatum, who has yet to make a public statement, is reportedly devastated. Some close to him say he feels betrayed. Others insist he understands. Either way, there's a sense of unfinished business, like a dynasty that ended too soon. The city feels gutted, betrayed even, with fans questioning whether management could have done more to keep their star happy. Many point fingers at front office politics, at how Brown was often underappreciated or even criticized despite being one of the league's most consistent performers. And now, Boston is left trying to fill a hole that no trade or draft pick can replace. They didn't just lose a player, they lost their identity. Over in California, the vibe couldn't be more different. Jaylen Brown has been spotted training with Steph Curry long after practice ends, working on pick-and-roll variations, deep corner threes, and off-ball movement. The kind of stuff that turns a great player into a champion. Warriors insiders claim Brown has been all in since day one, embracing the culture and showing leadership from the moment he arrived. There's talk that he's already planning to invest in local Bay Area initiatives, showing that trademark social awareness that's always set him apart. And as preseason approaches, fans are buzzing about how unstoppable this lineup might be. The idea of Curry drawing double teams while Brown slashes through open lanes. That's the kind of nightmare no defense wants to face. Some analysts are calling this the perfect marriage of player and system. Jaylen's defensive prowess fits the Warriors' switch-heavy style like a glove, and offensively, his mid-range and driving ability give them something they've lacked for years, a true wing attacker who can create his own shot. Remember, this is a team that's always thrived on movement, timing, and trust. Brown brings all that and more. He's hungry, motivated, and ready to prove he's more than just a secondary star. In a way, this feels like the Warriors are going back to their roots, not chasing super teams, but building something organic, something balanced. It's the same formula that made them champions before, now with a modern twist. Still, not everyone's convinced. Critics argue that Golden State's window might already be closing. Klay isn't the same after injuries. Draymond's temper could flare at any moment, and Curry, while still incredible, can't carry forever. But here's the thing. That's exactly what makes this move so intriguing. Jaylen Brown isn't just joining a team. He's inheriting a legacy. If he can blend his energy with the Warriors' experience, they might just pull off one of the greatest comebacks in sports history. It's risky, yes, but greatness always is. And deep down, you can feel it. This isn't the end of the Warriors' story. It's the next chapter. Back in Boston, though, the echoes of what could have been are haunting. Fans are already debating whether this will go down as the trade that broke the Celtics' golden era. Was it pride, miscommunication, or just fate? Only time will tell. But one thing's for sure. Jaylen Brown has changed the balance of power in the NBA overnight. His move to the Warriors isn't just a transaction. It's a statement. It's a message to every player who's ever felt overlooked or underappreciated. Take control of your own story. And as the season looms, one question burns brighter than ever. Will Jaylen Brown and the Warriors rise again, or will this gamble shatter what's left of their dynasty? Either way, buckle up. The NBA just got a whole lot more dramatic. The NBA rumor mill is still spinning at full speed after the Jaylen Brown trade, and the chatter suggests this story is far from over. Sources close to league insiders say there's already tension brewing in both locker rooms, and not just because of on-court adjustments. Over in Boston, whispers are circulating that some Celtics players are quietly questioning their commitment to the franchise. If one of their leaders can walk out, what does that mean for the rest of the squad? Meanwhile, management is reportedly scrambling to salvage public perception, issuing statements about moving forward and building around Tatum, but insiders say morale is shaky. The reality is, the Celtics' image as a united powerhouse just took a massive hit, and the ripple effect could extend far beyond this season. Fans are dissecting every press conference, every social media post, and every cryptic comment from the team, searching for hints of how they'll fill the void left by Brown. Analysts are predicting roster shakeups, potential trades, and even coaching adjustments as Boston tries to regain its footing. The pressure is immense, and the city's patience is wearing thin. Every move from now on will be scrutinized as if it were life or death for the franchise, and insiders hint that the Celtics might be entering a rebuilding phase sooner than anyone expected, with a new level of urgency shaping every decision. Before we continue, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss any exclusive Dubs updates. Let's keep going. Golden State, on the other hand, is buzzing with optimism, but not without a sense of underlying tension. While Jaylen Brown's arrival is seen as a coup, some insiders report that integrating a star of his caliber into a system already built around Steph Curry and Klay Thompson requires careful management. Draymond Green, the emotional leader of the Warriors, is reportedly taking a hands-on approach to make sure Brown meshes seamlessly with the team's culture, guiding him through both the physical and mental demands of the Warriors' style. Sources say that early practices have been intense, with an emphasis on building chemistry quickly, because Golden State knows that expectations are sky-high and media scrutiny will be relentless. Even the fans in the Bay Area are anxious, knowing that while this trade has the potential to create a historic team, the pressure on Brown to deliver immediately is enormous. Some analysts warn that if Brown doesn't adapt perfectly, the narrative could quickly turn from triumph to disappointment. Nevertheless, there's a sense of controlled excitement, a belief that with the right mix of skill, leadership, and dedication, this Warriors squad could dominate the league once more, and insiders suggest that Brown is already embracing the challenge, determined to prove his worth as a bona fide superstar. Speculation also points to potential ripple effects across the league. Teams in both conferences are reportedly re-evaluating strategies, knowing that the Eastern Conference just lost one of its premier stars, while the Western Conference gained a major threat. Rumors suggest that Milwaukee, Philadelphia, and New York are quietly considering moves to exploit Boston's sudden vulnerability, while the Lakers and Suns are analyzing how to adjust for a revamped Warriors lineup. Executives and scouts are said to be poring over film, trying to anticipate how Jaylen Brown's offensive and defensive versatility will shift matchups. Insiders claim that this trade may influence the next wave of free agency, with players seeking situations where they can control their destiny or join teams with championship aspirations. The chatter is intense, with every rumor and leak dissected by analysts on Twitter, podcasts, and sports networks. The league is feeling the aftershock of Brown's move, and insiders suggest that this could redefine power dynamics for years to come. Players are reportedly talking amongst themselves, strategizing on how to adapt to this seismic shift, while fans speculate endlessly about which franchises will rise and which will falter. In short, the NBA is entering uncharted territory, and Brown's decision has become the epicenter of a storm that's only beginning to unfold. Meanwhile, whispers about Brown's personal motivation continue to circulate. While some say this is purely a basketball decision, Insiders suggest that lifestyle, community impact, and personal branding also played a major role in his choice. Golden State, with its tech-savvy city, philanthropic opportunities, and cultural spotlight, offers Brown a platform beyond the court that Boston never could fully provide. Rumors indicate that Brown has been in talks with local initiatives, planning outreach programs, and community projects that align with his long-standing advocacy for social justice and education. Analysts say this dimension of the move could have long-term implications for how athletes approach career decisions, balancing on-court success with off-court influence. While most fans focus on points, assists, and championships, Brown seems intent on crafting a narrative that transcends basketball. Sources say that this multi-layer motivation is part of why the Warriors were so aggressive in pursuing him, recognizing that a player who is both highly talented and socially conscious can become a franchise cornerstone in every sense. The whispers suggest that this isn't just a trade. It's the beginning of a new era for Brown personally and professionally, a story that's still being written day by day. Stay updated exclusively with the latest Dub Nation news. Subscribe to our channel and hit the like button to keep getting daily updates on the Warriors. Don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments. Your input is essential for the Dubs community. Stay tuned for the next video.